Live from WJZ, this is an alert day.
Well, storms moving through Maryland bring heavy winds and rain. Several trees knocked down over in Baltimore City roads and a power line knocked down in Frederick County. All of this, why WJZ declared today an alert day. Welcome into the news at 7, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. We are bringing you team coverage on this damage tonight as Bryant Reed is on your corner in northwest Baltimore. That is where a tree fell over on a car and a home there. But we begin now with First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin. Cutter, luckily these storms will start to lose some steam here in the coming hours.
Yeah, because the storms moved through earlier, kind of zapping out some of the energy needed for additional severe weather. So it's all good news, Rick. Risk of severe weather is decreasing, though the damage has already been done, so to speak. It's been a really nasty afternoon of storms and now evening of rough weather. But we're starting to see some improvement on this First Alert weather day. Still rain falling in downtown Baltimore, but a peek out from the First Alert Weather Observatory, certainly calmer than it was just, even 45 minutes to an hour ago, and much calmer than it was earlier this afternoon. Now, severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. for a portion of the eastern shore, Kent, Queen Anne's County, Caroline County. That's in effect until 9. I would not be surprised if they drop that early. Not actually too much going on over on the eastern shore. Scattered showers, a little bit of heavy rain just north of Chestertown up to about Elkton. Steady rain on 95, Harford County up into Cecil County. That band of light rain, no thunder detected, no lightning, but light rain extending north and west of 95 back all the way to the Potomac River. And there are additional storms in West Virginia and Virginia State that will be moving in our direction, but because of the storms we've already had and the fact that we've cooled back into the 70s after being in the 90s earlier today, not as much energy for storms to use. So a safer bet that we won't be dealing with severe weather this evening, but more rain, more rumble, especially maybe 8:45 to about 10:30 this evening. And then much cooler out the door in the morning. Could be a shower or two out the door for anyone that has some yard cleanup to do. There is much more rain on the way. Full weather forecast coming up in just a bit, but First Alert Weather Day team coverage continues now with Bryant Reed on your corner in northwestern Baltimore City. Bryant, wind caused damage before the rain even started.
Yeah, Cutter, we saw it all on the road with those trees that just kept blowing harder and harder and harder. And this is what happened to this tree here on Bowers Avenue and this multi-family home. The tree fell on a majority of the front porch of this multi-family home. That's what took the brunt of the damage here. And as it fell across the tree, we can also see here that it's covering and fell on a car, over the hood of this car here. One of two cars that were completely damaged by this tree. The other is actually in the garage. This car here, actually a present from the homeowner. She bought it for herself just about 2 days ago, and now it's gone. She says, luckily, of course, she does have insurance, but a huge blow. Now, residents tell me that they heard a crack and then a crash. That's what happened with this tree, and it's actually a tree that they have been concerned about for some time now. They've made calls, they say, to the city to hope to chop down some of the bigger branches, and they said that it was just a matter of time before something like this happened. And of course, you can see how big this tree is, and it's covering the front yard, the home, actually about maybe a 1.5 multifamily homes here. Now, the good news is that despite everything, despite all of the damage that you see here, there were people inside of the home at the time of family, but they are all doing okay. Somebody who lives there tells me it's nothing but the grace of God that everybody is safe and sound. They have feelings of nervousness, anxiousness. It's a scary situation, but thankfully they're just glad that everybody is doing okay. You'll hear from them and other neighbors in the area coming up tonight at 11. On our corner in northwest Baltimore tonight, Bryant Reed, WJZ.
Thank goodness everyone is okay. Brian, thank you. And we are keeping an eye on power outages in our area. As of right now, take a look, a little more than 100 outages across the area. It's impacting about 1,300 people, the majority of which are concentrated in Baltimore City. Hopefully that number does not continue to grow and stays down and even drops for the next couple of hours. And to stay up to date with the latest forecast, make sure you download that free CBS News app. That way you'll get weather and local news all on your phone. It's real easy.